Okay. So we're out here in the cul-de-sac, and we're gonna teach Alec how to do some front squat. We're gonna fix his front squat for him because he's not the best front squatter. So here we go. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and grab the bar and clean it up and do a couple front squats. And we're just gonna look at some things here as he does these front squats. So first we can notice that his arms are pretty close to parallel to the ground, but he does have a couple fingers popped off the bar in order to get it resting upon that shelf there. Secondly, he has some tight external rotators, so as he comes down, his feet want to twist outwards and those heels want to lift up real bad, so there's a lot of tension there. And same thing, tight glutes, tight lumbar. That's why he gets that quick curve right there at the bottom in the squat. Okay, so go ahead and jump off that. You could set the bar down. And so we're going to do a couple things here to help him fix this. So the first thing is we're going to go ahead and give him a lacrosse ball. Just a normal lacrosse ball. He's going to go ahead and sit on the ground. Just go ahead and sit on the ground, and you're going to flop one knee out to the side, kind of. Yeah, and then you're just going to go ahead and put that lacrosse ball right under your butt, in the meat of the cheek. And so, yeah, it's definitely going to be a little bit painful. And so he's just going to roll all around there. He doesn't want to roll any bony structure, but he just wants to stay in the meat of the muscle and focus on the areas that are real tender and tight. Once you find one of those spots, have you found one of those spots yet? You're just going to kind of sit on it, allow the muscle to relax, allow the ball to dig in. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and work on that for a little bit. And when it kind of all loosens up and there's not too much more pain, he's going to go ahead and switch to the other side. So you want to mediate the pressure so that you can allow the muscle to relax and allow the ball to sink in, kind of like a deep tissue massage works. So we're reducing muscle tension here. We're peeling those muscle fibers off of the pelvis and away from each other, and we're just sides here. After we've kind of loosened up both sides of the glutes, he's going to go ahead and hop off the ball, and then we're going to go ahead and get some tricep work on the bar, actually. So you're going to go ahead and kneel down on one of these black mats. Go ahead and kneel down on one of those and face the barbell. You want to face the barbell there. So you're going to put the back of your tricep on top of the barbell. And so, yeah. And then now you're just going to pull that elbow open, and you're just going to and then you're going to rotate side to side. You're going to be just above the elbow here, and you're basically just going to be doing the same thing he was doing with the lacrosse ball. You're going to be digging into this distal part of the tricep, and you're going to be opening the back of the arm up there in order to be able to get those elbows higher, so that way he can get a full grip onto that bar when it's in the racked position for the front squat. So he's just going to open up the back of that tricep there. Can do both at the same time. Get the inside, get the outside. You're pulling arms to each other, you're opening them back up, and you're just digging into those muscle fibers, releasing them from. When Alex finishes up with that, what he's going to go ahead and do is going to stay down on his knees down there where he belongs, and you're going to flip your fingers back towards you, and then you're going to put them on the ground. Yeah, but put them right in front of your knees. There we go. Yeah, so the middle finger's pointing back towards you. Keep those elbows locked out, and now go ahead and sit your butt back. There we go. So we're going to open up the front of the arm there. We're opening up the forearm, so that way we can get those wrists back more, and again help with keeping the bar in that racked position, sitting on the shelf of the delts, and not creating so much tension there on the wrists. So we're opening up flexibility of this whole chain, kind of from the lats to the triceps, wrapping around the elbow up into the forearm and the wrist flexors, and just trying to open that whole. And so this would be a great thing, especially if you're going to be doing a workout that has front squats or clean and jerks, anything like that, cleans. What you want to do is kind of open that stuff up pre-workout. So maybe get a couple real light sets in, get the body nice and warm, and then go ahead and start manipulating that tissue in such a way that it's going to help improve your workout. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at what the front squat is after all that body work and see if it's changed anything. And instantly notice that he can keep that entire hand, all those fingers wrapped around the bar. He doesn't have to pop a finger off, His elbows are nice and high here, parallel to the ground. He's in that perfect rack position that we're looking for, so we're not putting tension on the wrists. We've opened that whole chain. He went ahead and he scooted his toes out a little bit, widened up the stance a little because he has those tight external rotators. And so now when you go ahead and squat and we see that those heels, they still tend to want to come up because he's super tight, but it definitely is a little bit better than it was before. Still a little bit of curvature in the low back, but a definite improvement, especially for only 5 minutes worth of work in order to make this exercise more efficient. So get after it. The 3 things we need. 1, we have the lacrosse ball in the glute. Go ahead and flop the knee over to the side, open up each side for a minute. From there, go ahead and switch, work the distal end of the tricep, throw it on a bar, a rolling pin, a brick wall, the side of your truck bed. Doesn't matter, just as long as you can open it up with something. Then from there, go ahead and get some forearm stretches. Go ahead and open that chain up all the way from the wrist, around the back of the elbow, into the triceps and the lats. Get those elbows up high to be able to sit in that rack position. That's it.